Hey guys, and welcome to game number 28 out of 100 of my Human vs. AI series, where I'm taking on the AI-powered Scrabble-bot BestBot in a 100-game match. We're just coming off of a very hard-fought and intense win in game 27, so we've got some good momentum, and let's see if we can keep it going here. So I'm first. Got the Z and two M's. I guess just amazed, right? I mean, I don't love giving back the A hook for amazed, but I don't see anything that scores even close to that much. It's 40 points, it keeps MT, which is not a terrible leave. So let's do it. Okay. Get an S, which is nice. But I guess I have misdoubt with an O. Would be a cool 8 to get down if I somehow can convince BestBot to float an O for me, which is probably going to be tough, but I guess you never know. And it doesn't. Plays wived. Submitted. That needs two T's, unfortunately. Yeah, it would be very nice to bingo with submitted through this E, but yeah, it definitely needs a second T, so that's not going to work. So what do I have as far as valid plays go? Because usually, especially when you're playing a computer, making a valid play is a good idea. Welp. This is definitely a spot that jumps out. I guess I have bid. It's not great. I mean, sleeve, especially keeping the U, is not ideal. And this just gives back a lot. I mean, especially if the bot has an O, could hit something on the E column with an overlap. Bid takes an E, an I, in addition to the S that I have. So, not a very exciting play. It's not the worst play ever, but it's not great. What other options do I have? Guess I could play something like dub on either side of mazed, which I do like in the sense that it takes out the amazed hook, which I don't have. Of course, it's a point sacrifice. It's 9 fewer points than bid. It also makes up some of those points, though, in the fact that it keeps a considerably better leave, keeping the I instead of the U. So between that and just the defensive liabilities of bid, it may be worth the sacrifice. It's probably close. I guess I also could play bum, but the D, I don't know, I feel like the M goes better with the S and the T. This isn't a terrible play either, though, by any means. So I guess Bud or Dub, they score the same, right? They both score 16. So I could play Bud or Dub on either side of mazed. I could play Bum on either side of mazed, or I could play Bid next to the E and wived. I also, actually, this might even be best. I have Dumb for 20. That's a few more points. And IST seems slightly better than IDST for sure, and probably about even with IMST, just because the M is nice for counterbalancing the leave a little bit so that I score a bit if I don't bingo, but just in terms of outright bingoing, IST is probably a little bit better. I feel like this is better than bid. It's only 5 less points, the leave is a lot better, it's much safer, takes out amazed. I think I'm going to go with it. I hope it's not a self-descriptive play. It might be, but I hope it's not. Let's do it. Yikes! Wow. I just drew IIOU. That is terrible. Wow. That is extremely bad. One of the worst draws. I mean, actually, the funny thing is if the bot had given me a T, I would have bingoed. Which sounds wild, but I would have had Ouistiti, O-U-I-S-T-I-T-I, if the bot gave me a T. Bingoing with this absolute clunker of a rack. And now, instead of playing Ouistiti, I'm probably looking at a trade 4, probably just trading back the exact tiles I just drew, because, I mean, what else am I going to do here? I'm not going to do idiot, or idiots. That would be an idiotic play. It's only 14 points, it gets rid of the S, it keeps IU. Play idiot here, that's also idiotic. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't see anything that's remotely close to worth playing. Like, what am I going to do here? Sit? No, that's just, I mean, come on. IIOU leave. Yeah, there's nothing to do here other than trade, unfortunately. I mean, it's really a shame to trade after keeping a nice leave like IST, but hopefully I can get something a little better. That looks better. A lot better. I mean, I have Dorkiest in 2 spots now, so that certainly worked out. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's considerably more here because I tripled the K. So that would be 96. But of course, worst case, if that gets blocked, I can play it here for 76. 96 sounds a lot better, and that's what we're going to get. So not much reason to think. And, oof, another tough draw here. F-I-I-O-O-U. If it stays open, I do at least have foin for 46. So hopefully it does, and it does. Bot playing quite fast, and Gotti for, wow, 42 points. An impressive score without using a triple. I guess all those overlaps, including the Z, really do add up. But yeah, I mean, foin has to be correct. Scores well, gets rid of at least some of my junk. IOU is not a good leave, but hopefully I can get a good draw. I mean, honestly, not the worst draw, all things considered, to IOU. Like, yeah, the V and the W are bad, but at least I can hopefully play Vow, and then things will start looking up. And I'm up 70 points here. I'm up a bingo. So this is not bad. Despite that nightmare draw I had after Dumb, I've came back nicely here. And yeah, I mean, on the board as it stands, I don't have a lot of options. Hopefully, the bot will open something. Worth mentioning that COVID is not a word. I don't believe it's getting added either in the next update, but maybe it will someday. Alright, the bot plays Zax for 35. I could consider another trade here, because I, again, just don't have a lot of options. I mean, it's not worth it to play something like Vid, or even Void, I don't think is worth it. It's 18, but this leave is just dreadful. UW is one of the worst two-tile combos in Scrabble, and it's really, really ugly to keep. So I guess, actually, no, though, I could do this. I mean, yeah, this leave is also ugly, but it's 32 points. It also takes out that spot for an easy play. Yeah, that's gotta be worth it. I mean, 32 points is enough that it's like almost an average turn anyway. Like, I probably average 35 on a turn, so unless my leave is so bad that I'm like 100% sure I'm gonna have to exchange, then it's almost worth it, always worth it to take 32 points. Like, your leave has to be so bad to justify passing up a 32-point play. And this leave isn't that bad. I mean, I could maybe draw back into Novice or something, or even Vid next turn might be playable. So if I draw an E, this is really not even that bad. I could even hit Cursive, who knows. So let's do it. Wow, that'll work. I draw a T blank. So I'm close to Viaducts, Oviducts, maybe some other things. Gonna be tough to bingo on this board, but that's fine for me. I mean, I have a lead. I don't need to bingo. I just need to kind of keep it tight. Now that I have an S and a blank, I should be in very good position to keep it tight and sort of try to force the bot to open and then hopefully pounce back with a bingo. That's always nice when you have a good rack like this and you have a lead, to just be able to have the luxury of keeping it tight and just sort of waiting for your opponent to do the work for you in terms of opening the board, and then just kind of waiting to pounce. Always a good strategy if you can. Yeah, hard to know what to make of Zax. I mean, on one hand, like, the bot played one tile, and usually one tile plays are going to naturally set off alarm bells because they look like fishes where your opponent is going for a bingo, but Zax was still 35 points. It was a very high-scoring play as far as one-tile plays go, so it's definitely a stretch to say, oh, the bot played one tile, it's about to bingo. Definitely not. It could just have a mediocre leave, and that scored a lot more than anything else. So we'll see what it comes up with here. It's definitely taking some more time. It played all of its last turns very quickly. Tenti, Gotti, and Zax. But we'll see what it does here. If it opens a or an O, I'm definitely bingoing. Again, Viaducts, Oviducts. There's probably something... Yeah, well, an E would give me Curviest. So yeah, if it opens mostly anything on the bottom, I should have an 8 through it. Yeah, A, E, O, R at the minimum all give me... Or an O and an N, too, because of Viscount. So yeah, A-E-N-O-R would give me bingo, and no such luck, though. The bot plays Oka for 13. Interesting. So now, I've got to decide what I want to do. I could... See, I could play Vowed. I'm not dying to give back this A hook, especially after Oka with the bot playing off an A, and there's 6 A's left. I have to... Imagine the bot has an A. Could also play Vid, but that still gives back an A hook. I guess I could also still just keep it tight. I mean, I don't know, would I play Cat? Keeping the UV blank. I hate keeping a UV. Like, Vowed is so much better on equity, but the thing is, or Vid, I'm just gonna feel stupid if the bot now I'm pretty sure is close to bingoing after Oka. Like I'm just gonna feel stupid if I do that and then the bot bingos and doesn't really open a new line. I'm just sort of letting it get back into the game. Like as the board stands right now, where is it bingoing? I mean, like legitimately, it's extremely hard for it to bingo. It could maybe get something here under 10D if it can get a 7 starting with 2 vowels, maybe an 8 through this D ending in IDE. But the thing is, if it bingos in either of those two spots somehow, it'll also be opening a triple-triple and a bunch of other lines for me. So I should, with the blank, in any sort of reasonable rack, be able to capitalize. I could consider trading, but I mean, it just doesn't really seem to accomplish much. I think cat is fine. I guess I could also play the S with Okas, but I don't really have much there. Like, if I could play off, like, if SUV were a word or something, I'd probably do that, because the S isn't that useful on this board. There aren't really any big S hooks open, or any S hooks at all. I mean, yeah, just with Vid, like I said, I'm giving him a free 7 line that's easy to hit. It wouldn't really give anything back. It just doesn't feel like, I mean, it's such a huge equity sacrifice, of course, to play cat or something similar. But I think it's worth it. I guess, I mean, I could even play, well, I don't want to play cats or cast, because then that just gives back an easy hook there for the bot to score. Like, I think I'm going to play cat. It looks like a horrible play, I know, with the leave. Like, I always say, never get UV together. It looks like a terrible play, I know that. But like I said, look at this board, guys. I mean, I'm up 70 points. I still have an S and a blank. If I draw even 2 reasonable tiles and the bot bingos, I should be able to hit an 8. Like, I can always still play Valid or Vid next turn, too. If for whatever reason, then it seems right. Like, if the bot doesn't open the board at some point, it's going to lose the game. Because it's down 70 points, there's nowhere to score. At some point, the bot's going to open it up. And I'd rather the bot open it up and then I bingo and take like a 100-plus point lead than I play Vid or something, and then the bot bingos and ties the game and I don't have counterplay. It's much better to let the bot be the one to open it up if I'm confident I have a good enough rack to pounce back, which I still feel like I do in most cases after cat. I guess there's also Scut and Okas I'm seeing now, though. Maybe that's better. But again, then I mean, Scut takes an S, takes an E and an A too, I'm pretty sure. Like, there's just no reason to do that. There's really just not. Like, just keep it tight. I'm playing cat. Okay, I mean, like, I should have, I mean, yeah, like, Vigorous, Grievous, Virgules. Like, I have a number of 8s, again, if the bot decides to open. And, like I said before, if the bot doesn't open at some point, like, it's gonna lose. And I can still play Vid next turn if I decide I want to, but we'll see what it does. I mean, there is just, like, nothing to do here. It's crazy. It's amazingly hard to do anything on this board. So, yeah, I mean, I have to imagine the bot is either gonna open it up or I don't even know what, like, trade? I mean, if the bot trades, I'll probably just trade. I still don't see any reason to play Valid. Okay, so finally, the bot makes an opening with Fade, creating a line over here. And I don't know if I have a 7. I mean, worst case, I can just play Gov, which is fine. I mean, it keeps IRS blank. Well, it would still give back Negs bingos, but, I mean, I'm also super likely to hit that if the bot doesn't. Let me just make sure I don't have a bingo. Because I have Vigors on my rack as well with a blank O, spelled V-I-G-O-U-R-S, but it doesn't play. Nev is not good. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think I have any other 7s. There's nothing with a blank E, right? I don't think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't. So yeah, let's just play Gov. Like I said, if the bot doesn't bingo with Negs, I'm almost certainly going to bingo their next turn with any sort of half reasonable draw. Well, that's definitely at least a half reasonable draw. Yeah, I have a large number of bingos, and alright, the bot does bingo, but I should at least be able to get something down through this S, if nothing else. So this wasn't exactly what I was hoping for the bot to bingo first with its opening, but it'll work out okay. I think Prioress is decent. It does put the blank on the triple, which I don't love, but I do like how defensive this is. With the PR there, the two consonants next to each other, it's pretty tough to overlap. Like, I can probably score more, but it might be... I guess I have surprise, too. That's... Oh, that's a lot. That's 12 more. Yeah, but... Gives back a lot. I mean, there's a Q left. I don't actually know for sure if surprise takes an R. I think it does, and there's still 2 R's left. It's tough to give up 12 points. But I think it's worth it. I mean, I don't want to give back Quay for 60, or, I mean, there's, like, NU as well. It's not that hard, and again, I'm not certain if Surpriser is good, but I would imagine it is. I think it is, and it feels like it should be a word. So let's see, what else do I have? There's an A, there's Praisers, Aspirers. Yeah, definitely, I mean, Prioress is just so good defensively, right? It doesn't take anything on the back, and it's so hard to overlap. Like, you need a 7 ending in a vowel, I guess, which is certainly doable. I just feel way better about going up like 70 on this board than I do going up 80-ish on the board after Surprise, I think. There's nothing that starts with like a C, right? Crispers? I'm not actually positive Crispers is good, because Crisper might be just a comparative of Crisp. Honestly, even if Crispers were good, though, I would not want to give back the QI possibility here. Yeah, I don't know what else there is. Priziers, Sperries, Respires, Uprisers, Spurries. A lot of things ending in the S. That doesn't really help me. Stripers. Alright. Yeah, I think I'm going to play Prioress and give up the 12 points. Because also the board is just so bad, right? Like, I normally don't love giving up that many points, but this board is just so bad. Like, the right-hand side of the board is completely shut down, too. There's no S's left either, guys, right? So it's not like the bot's just going to be able to make a play with its or something. It's going to have to make some silly little play from Tenty here, giving me back a lot. Like, after this, probably there'll be one play through this R. Like, I'm just feeling like this board is dead, and even with a blank concede, I'm feeling very confident in my ability to hold on to this lead. I'm going to do it. Oh, okay, well, that helps. I got the other blank. So that should make this job very easy. And, alright, plays Arch. I guess it did cut it to within 25, which is kind of close. Do I have anything through this H? I feel like I should. Almost a Conte. Pre-enact, no. Let me do the C. Let's see. ABC. Cetacean. Doesn't quite work. D. E. F. G. H. Tiny A. Don't think that's going to play. Almost like itinerate or something from this it. I think if I don't bingo, I'll just do this. I mean, I go up 42. Now the board is just like completely dead. There's no reason to even leave this C open. I just want to be absolutely certain I'm not missing a bingo here, because I would hate to do that. M. There's a lot of 7s. Emanate, Manatee, and Amada, but no 8s through those tiles, I don't think. S. Yeah, I don't think that I have a bingo. I hope I'm not missing something. But in any case, yeah, I'm just going to play Acne. I mean, like I said, block that up. I guess the bot could bingo with something like Perianth to this H, but what are the odds of that? Yeah, I feel pretty good about my chances after this. Okay, it's a bit of a vowel-heavy draw, but that's alright. Bot does get down to nail. That's a nice play there for 30 points. I'm probably just going to play AE in the corner. I mean, again, my lead is not large, but like on this board, especially there's no S's left. I have the blank. How is it going to score? They also play feet. But I think I'm going to do this, because again, at some point I think the bot's going to have to open. And if it opens, then... Oh, wait a second. I have an idea. Oh, no, never mind. I was going to say I can do this, set up the A for area, because there's none left, but there's still a G, and a reg is good, so I can't risk that, I don't think. Yeah, it doesn't seem reasonable. It's a good idea, but... I mean, I could actually maybe play something... Well, I can't play, like, Vi or V, because it takes an R. I gotta watch my time, too. I should keep in mind the possibility of making a setup at some point that only I can use. I think for now, though, just playing AE is fine. Take away that spot from him. I'm still up 20, and at some point, the bot's going to have to open. I would imagine. Okay, I got the Q, which isn't ideal. I can honestly probably just burn the blank and play Quoth. Because, like, if I do that, I'll go up 40, and how's it going to outscore me? I feel like it's gotta open, right? Like, maybe I'll play... I guess I could play Bagel or something. But again, it's not opening an S-hook, because there's no S's left. And it does play Bagel, so it takes a lead. I still feel like I can just play Quoth. Because, I mean, I go up 32... I guess I could run into issues if I get a heavy vowel draw, maybe, though. I might want to be a little careful. This isn't going as smoothly as I wanted it to, admittedly. The bot has managed to score more than I thought it would. Maybe... Oh, you know what I should do? I think I should do that now. Because now I set up cots, and there's no hooks left. If I draw a U, I'm in even better shape. In worst case, I should have cots for 40 next turn. I mean, the bot can't really do anything there. Yeah, that's the play. I was mentioning the setup possibility earlier, and now I think is the time for it. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, even if I just play like QIS, that should be enough to lock this up. Okay, yeah, I mean, the bot is going to take a lead. I don't even have to actually play it now, I don't think. But I might as well, because the bot could still try to block. Like, I might as well just play this. I mean, I'm going to go up 30, keep AINT. How is it making up 30 points on this board? I'm just not seeing how it's possible. I'm not going to get stuck with anything. I have a good rack. It's not going to bingo, like, uproar. I mean, Opal or Opa, but it can't do anything. Like, if anything, the bot's probably going to get stuck. I don't see how this loses, guys. I'm just doing it. I mean... There's just no way I'm losing this, right? Like, the bot's got garbage. I have nothing great, but it's a better rack. Like, as long as I don't let myself get stuck with something, then I don't see how I possibly can lose. I mean, I have plays from this E. I would think that they're reasonable. Like, I can just play Help. Setting up Anti, potentially. What does the bot even have? Like, I don't even know what it has here. Do I have anything longer that would just force an out into? Pain tile doesn't work. Wow. Huh. Okay. I wonder if it's like trying to set a trap of sorts. You know something? I think I can just like force this game to get passed out. Like, what if I do this? I have to just watch out for this, like, fee setup. I have to keep my L and my P. But I think I just do this. Stop, Where is it going to play its use? Like, I think this game is going to get passed out. I mean, like, what's it going to do now? Yowd? Okay. I mean... Yeah, like, I mean... Alright. Well, now I can maybe even just, like, set myself up. Well, I can't do OI, I guess. I gotta watch my time, too. I'm getting a little bit low. Yeah, this is an extremely bad board. Huh. Yeah, I don't have much. I guess I can just probably do something there like opal. Yeah, I mean, if I just do opal, right? Like, why not just do that? That seems simplest. I mean, like, rather than going into this pass-out stuff, because now, yeah, I mean, this just wins. I set up tin and knit. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay, I mean, that's fine. I'll just play... I don't know. I'll just play, I mean, I think it's, like, basically stuck with stuff. Now, I guess I can go out with a goal. Yeah, okay. Weird. Yeah, I mean, I probably had something other than R. I'm sure I didn't play that exactly correct, because I was extremely low on time, but I knew I was going to win if I did opal at some point. I didn't want to somehow screw up, so... I don't know, 432, 410. Kind of ugly game here at the end, but... yeah, it wasn't pretty the way I finished it, but it got the job done. So yeah, let's take a look. Maze to start. Okay, yeah, dumb seems reasonable. I guess I would have played on either side also. Yeah, I don't think it matters too much. Maybe, it's funny, because I actually worked out better for me playing it on the other side. This side maybe might be better, because I do have the S, and this sets up abs. On the other hand, this just keeps the board so much tighter, and I do have a nice lead. So I think they're both fine. Bot plays Job, and, oh, I mean, I didn't consider that, but this just doesn't seem prudent. It's extremely aggressive, gives back a ton of high-scoring options for the bot. IOSU is not a great leave. I'm fine with the trade here, and it certainly worked out perfectly, pulling Dorkius for 96. Bot plays Gotti. It's a nice play. Foyne is clearly correct. Okay, so the bot did have a pretty nice lead with Zax. Interesting not going with Oxid. I guess there's some stuff that the bot can maybe hit through this D, or it's maybe hoping I open it up a little bit. Yeah, I was close to trading here, but WO has to be worth it. Interesting. So the bot just going with Oka, biding its time. Why not Oak? Wonder why not Oak. Usually you want to unduplicate the vowels if you can help it. It's interesting. I'm not sure why it wouldn't just play Oak instead of Oka, but maybe it thinks it's more likely to hit something through this D, like near side or something? I don't know. But fair enough. Yeah, here obviously again, Vid or Vowed are both better equity-wise, and I guess I incorrectly figured after Oka the bot would have another A. I think that's a reasonable inference. I still don't understand why the bot played Oka and not Oak. I think Cad is fine here, like I said, just keeping it tight with the blank and the S in hand, kind of trying to force the bot to open the board. And it has Fairies Frisia here, but it can't bingo. Gov looks good, and then the bot bingos, and oh, so I guess Reprises is also 80. I saw it, but I don't think I considered this. But that being said, honestly, guys, like, I think that my play is fine. I'm just checking if Surpriser is good. I imagine it is, but I'm not positive, so I guess I'm just going to check on my phone. It is. Okay, yeah. So given that Surpriser is good, 2 R's unseen, still a blank, I think my play is fine. I mean, I take a nearly 70-point lead on a horrible board. And okay, good. I didn't miss a bingo here. That makes me feel better. I think my play is fine. It scores about as well as I will with these tiles. Takes away most potential plays to the H. So I'm okay with that. Yeah, the bot makes a really nice fit here with all 1.0s for 30. I'm just sort of biding my time, and yeah, I started feeling a little bit uncomfortable here, given I drew the Q and I was at a deficit. Quoth, I think it's probably fine. I was just worried though, guys. Like if I drew OUU or something, the bot has an I. It plays next to Quoth with like lip or grip, and I feel like I can lose that in some cases, or maybe even a lot of cases. I just didn't feel that confident if the bot had the I and I had a nightmare draw. So I think my play is better because the bot like can't really do much at all to stop Cots or Cheese. And yeah, I mean, what's it gonna do here? I'm sure. Oh wow, that's cool. Ooh, that probably would have been relevant in the endgame too. Actually, I didn't think of that, unfortunately. Yeah, and I'm sure I did not. I'm sure I screwed up this endgame in all kinds of ways. I just have to be careful about plays like this now, because then maybe the bot could like try to play Phi, setting up the L, and I don't want to get into a situation where I can't block that. So yeah, what did I even do here? I think I just did this, blocking and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I didn't even see Pillau, but I guess then I might be able to get stuck with something if the bot goes here. I'm still completely winning. I'm not going to bother to go through the exhaustive analysis of trying to figure out what endgame is optimal. It's just not worth it. given it didn't affect the outcome of the game. Yeah, the bot blocks all my outs. And wow, art was my only legal play. That's amazing. I didn't even realize that. But yeah, once the bot got rid of its E, I didn't have to worry about this fee hook or anything. And yeah, the bot literally has nothing else to do other than go out. Right, its only other play is NU. That's just insane. It would have been GL stuck, and I'm IN stuck, and the bot was about to be GL stuck. It's actually kind of a miracle we didn't pass out this game. And I probably would have been better off going for a pass out, but I was just getting low on time. I didn't want to somehow accidentally panic and screw up. And I knew after Opal, like, there's just nothing for the bot to do. I knew I was going to win. So, alright, wasn't the prettiest of games, kind of like the one before this, but a win is a win, and we improved to 12 and 16. So we're now within 4 games of the bot for, I believe, the first time in the series since I was 0-4. So, progress, guys, progress. We're coming back. We're still going strong. 2 very hard-fought and good wins in a row. Very, very happy with both of these games. And yeah, I think that's about it for this one. Like I said, I'm not going to go through the process of figuring out what would have been my best endgame there. It would have been extremely complicated and didn't affect the outcome. So we'll take the win. It's good enough. And that's it. So thanks for watching as always, guys. Really appreciate the support. And I'll see you all soon for the next one. Bye-bye. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. With the holiday season coming up, I wanted to remind you that I do offer Scrabble lessons, and they can make a really fun gift if you have a family member or friend who loves Scrabble and might be interested in learning about tournaments or just having a fun experience while getting a few tips on taking their game to the next level. If you might be interested, then click the image right here, which will take you to the lessons page of my website, which also has some additional information and reviews from past players who I've given lessons. If you might be interested or have any further questions, feel free to contact me on my website or on my email, both of which I'll post in the description below. Thanks for watching, guys.